Okay, we are back, and depressingly, I did not make as much money as I thought we were going to. So that is ever so slightly frustrating. But definitely could be worse. Definitely could be worse. Been able to repay back a little bit more to our loan. We're about halfway through our loan, actually, which definitely isn't the worst thing. Why are you just sitting? Ooh, I wonder actually. Yeah, okay. So let's make sure that everyone that comes in here support Ealing, manage lines. So you can use both Port Bumley, West Bumley Coal. So yeah, that can use both. Okay, that definitely works for me. Okay, so we're starting to get to a smidgen of an issue where these guys aren't really moving an awful lot. Coffee's a good thing. We're gonna have a lot of bread. Thanks. Yeah, I can't wait until we get like a better ship. That'll be pretty good. Okay. How are we doing for vehicles? Okay, one of our trains has gone back to being very bad, but for the most part, most of our vehicles are doing... They're doing okay. They are doing okay. Yeah, here is our higher capacity ships that are kind of rocking around. Which one are you? You're the Quarry Works. You're the Port Rushton. Yeah, so in time we should be able to get the Rushton Goods Factory up and running. But we're not quite there yet, unfortunately. One thing I'd be tempted to do with this is actually have a boat going between... here and here to get this like paper mill stuff up and running. That might be quite good. Because paper mill I can use... There's a factory over here. Where is it? Yeah, here. Yeah, so I can use it along with chemicals to make finished goods. This is a very powerful factory that we want to probably start servicing soon. Okay, alright. Well, we hit a massive 11 million in the earnings, so that's not entirely bueno. How are we doing for our company? Fine, so we're kind of holding even for just now. So we have... Yeah, okay. This is our track length. Towns. So ooh, actually, one of the towns has started to take a big uptick. Okay. Okay, we can definitely work with this. I get paranoid every time this black screen flickering appears on my screen. Because it's horrible for me, but it's not showing up on OBS at all for you guys, so... Gravesend Farm is closing, so we're gonna lose that one. It's not really the end of the world, though. Yeah, it's not really the end of the world. So yeah, I think we're in a pretty good position for this, actually. The bakery distribution. So yeah, we have one train feeding each one of these. We've got nothing stored. That's one thing that's kind of confusing me a little bit. Why is it saying there's no iron ore stored? I wonder if it's because it's taking ever so slightly more. I think actually, let's go to the line here. Manage vehicles. So if we edit this vehicle, we'll get rid of one of these. Because it wasn't even before, so I think that's kind of what was... I think that's what was kind of going on there. Manage vehicle. Edit vehicle. We'll just get rid of one of these containers. Yeah, okay. Fine. Fine. Okay. So, ooh, a million. Let's go ahead and repay some more of our loan. So the plan for the rest of today's stream is, I kind of want to get a train line. Now this is going to take a while, I'm going to forewarn you on this one. But the plan for the rest of the stream is we're going to get this train line over to about here-ish. So we want it crossing this road here, where these little trees are. And it's going to come up here, and it's going to do Gravesend. Yeah, it's going to skirt this road here in Gravesend. And it's going to do Willington. Might actually have this come over and be like an overpass kind of deal. I wonder if I might actually split off the train line when it comes here. So once we get to about here, we'll probably branch it so that it's only 2 tracks instead of 4 that comes all the way around to here. And then 2 can go up this way. That seems like a plan to me. Oh god, that's a very powerful factory, the chemical plant there. Does it still make the horrible noise? Blech. Yep, yes it does. Oh god, that's disgusting. Literal horrific noise. So yeah, that might be what I do. So yeah, Gravesend, I wonder if I might actually make like a bit of a complex just in here in Willington. And have 2 lanes that go around to the right to service everything that's over here. 2 lanes that go to the left to service everything that's over here. And then maybe have a bridge that comes somewhere over here. Bridging this gap's gonna be a little bit awkward though. Or I wonder if we don't bridge this gap and just leave it as like a ferry only kind of deal. Unless we, here's probably the best place to bridge the gap actually. But we do want to make use of boats as well, so it's maybe not the worst idea in the world to, you know. Yeah, it's maybe not the worst idea in the world for these guys to pop over here. Because the alternative is if I make like a railway freight terminal like I've done elsewhere. I don't really have a great spot for it unless I redesign this road, which is definitely a possibility, but then how do I get it up out of here? No, it's quite awkward. Here is probably the better place for a freight terminal. And then we can have it come up and round. Yeah, that actually sounds a bit like a shout. A little bit like a shout. Okay, what we're gonna do, let's maximize our loan. And let's get started with this, huh? So my thing, so I am not convinced that I'm going to be able to get down here without the need of a bridge. If it comes to a bridge, I'm not really sure how I'm going to treat this one. So let's go to track. So let's go to the vanilla 120 track. So yeah, okay, let's bring this to there. That's about as down steep as it'll go. Construction not possible. Okay, and then this one wants to come over here. So yeah, I think it is basically going to be a bit of a viaducted deal, all things considered. So let's bring that one to there. Oh, actually, maybe not. Let's just get rid of you and you. Okay, let's bring you over to there. And then we'll do you into say you into say. Oh, that's kind of rough actually. 45 miles an hour. Ugh. But then we can bring you up easy enough, which is quite good. And then we can just skirt this line here. I might actually be able to get back down to get up and over here. So we want this one... Where do we say we want this one crossing the road? So it's coming in Gravesend. So I might just... Yeah, okay, I might straight line this and make a little bit of a station here. Yeah, okay. So, small little baby steps. Have this come over here. And then over here. Okay. Fine. So this is definitely going to work for this main line. I guess for me, it's just how do I get this bridge off? Okay, let's see about getting like a diagonal bridge that's gonna sit over here. So we're gonna go to assets and we're gonna go to the bridge again. Bridge. So we'll do a rail bridge. So this will be one track, standard rail. What is the maximum distance that we can do? The maximum distance is like this over here. So I think if we do, so this isn't the worst placement of this, because if we do this here, then that is fine. And I'll need you to be, okay, I might need to actually shallow that up just a little bit more in order, actually let's place a second line. Fuck it, let's just place a second line here. So we should be able to just have this come all the way around there. That's that done. Let's go back to the assets and the bridge. So if we place that on the junction between the height and where it really starts dipping down. Okay. I don't want it necessarily touching. Okay. So that works. Let's have this one come up here. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, let's make you 50 mile an hour track. And then... Oh, that's too shallow, isn't it? That is way too shallow. I wonder if there's a world then where I bring this out and around to here. Oh, let's try. What is the shallowest I could make this junction? Let's try this. This is going to be quite tight by way of a junction. But is... Oh, okay. So if I make this quite a slow speed line... Oh shit, hey, we've got a new truck. That's cool. If I make this quite a slow speed line... Okay, we can make that work. Yeah, okay, I'm actually quite happy with that, all things considered. Okay. So, I think the only thing for me is, let's go ahead and start putting in... So, we'll put this one as a disused rail, because we're going to get rid of this in a bit. Okay, so we've got a whole bunch of new things now that it is the 70s. Okay, so this will be the vanilla track here. Okay, fine. The angling of this is slightly awkward. This I think is kind of going to be the sticking point for this. Okay, if we use some disused track, to just expand that round a little bit more, and then this one a little bit more. And now if we go to the vanilla track, so I'm just trying to use the tools that I have available to me to try and get this all on the same height. Oh, that's kind of spooky. See, this is kind of what I was afraid of. Okay, let's have this at 50 and 50, and then we'll try... Let's try you... Oh, too much curvature. Dang, we don't like that. Okay, let's try you out and round. Ah, god fucking damn it! See, this is okay, but then this is a bit of a train wreck. I wonder if we can smooth this angle out, actually, because we do have a little bit more in the way of wee-wee here. God damn it, we've got fucking trains for days. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's just go ahead and bring you out here. Because, like, let's be honest, this is kind of where this needs to be. So if we do 1, 2, I think we actually put out the disused track by one more. I said by one more here. And now if we try and do the full track. So let's do the 120-mile-an-hour track. So we'll bring this one to here, and then this one to here. So this is quite interesting, but now you see we can straight line this a lot better. I think if we do this into this... Too much slope. There's no way it's too much slope. I think because this one went down actually. Okay, let's just fucking okay, so from here into you. Oh, you just cut right through that, don't you? Ah! God fucking damn it. Okay, so if we do you into you, so we can still keep that as pretty fast-paced rail, and then you into you. Fine, so there is a little bit of a slowdown, but it's actually not that dramatic. Fine, so there's a little bit of a slowdown there, but then we can re-merge this. So let's just bring you to you. And then... Wait, how did that work that we ended up there? That was weird. Okay, so let's bring you to you and you to you. Fine. So now we have this track as expected. Can we make you a double slip? No, we can't. Okay, that's slightly awkward. I might be able to do this in a slightly different way, though, if I bring you out into here. Yeah, okay, that definitely works. That does definitely work. So this can come up to here, and then we can do another little branch off here. So this is going to be a kind of, yeah, a weird little bit. So what we'll do, let's do a train station. So we'll start with the passenger station. One track at 120. And we'll bring you to here. Actually, no, we'll bring you like here next to this pedestrian cross. Oh, actually, hang on, how does that? Do you know what? I kind of want rid of this road. But we will extend the road. So if we do an in-town road, medium street, and I think if we just bring you straight over to you, that's probably going to be ideal. So I think if we have the passenger station right on this junction here, that's going to work not too unreasonably. So this is Stockport. And then from here we're going to customize this with oh, we normally do hang on a minute. Hang on. So let's do the slightly older station design. So we'll do this one as a train station building, and we'll do the GWR stations. So we'll do this as a one tracker here. It's gonna come all the way around. And then we'll bring you here, I guess. Boom. Okay, so this is going to be Stockport train station. And then from here, we're going to get rid of these two train tracks. We're going to go to the tracks here, and we're going to make these 50 kilometer an hour lines. Let's put in a cargo platform on the other side here. And then we can do a cargo... Actually, no, let's delete one of these. Let's do an open goods shed here, which always looks pretty cool. And then from here, we can do cargo buildings, and we can just do a small main cargo building, probably here or hereabouts. That works for me. Cool, so keeping the train line at 50 kilometers an hour, 30 miles an hour. Let's just have you come over to here. Oh, okay. Alright, change your plan. Let's just have you... Let's just do you in steps of 50. And we'll have you here. Length 50 to here. We basically want this to try and get back down to ground level as much as possible. I think we're gonna have to start bringing that curvature in a little bit more. Okay, so 50 again. We'll bring that into here. And then we basically want you at ground level, huh? Too much slope. Oh no. That's not necessarily gone well. Okay, let's bring you out by, let's say, 60 from the station. Let's just get rid of you. So that 60 should give us enough space to do a diamond junction. And so we'll then bring this line around here. Bring this line to here. Okay. So what we want, invisible. bring that up to here. Fine. Okay, so let's bring this train track around into here, which has now been done. And then we can cut across. Cut across here. Too much slope. That's a problem. That is a problem. Let's see. I wonder if I need to make it slightly shorter then. Or can we connect into U at some point? Oh, the curvature is actually too strong here. So when it says too much slope, it looks to me... Oh, okay, I was going to say it looks to me like it's flat, but actually it very definitely isn't. Okay, tell you what we do. Let's just have a little line that comes up here temporarily in parallel with this track. Let's now get rid of this one. And from here, let's see where this could join. Actually, I'm not sure that this is so too much slope. Yeah, okay, no, I remember now. Okay, so it's the slope that is the primary issue here. So let's now get rid of this portion of the track. And then from here, we're going to have you cut across. And we want you to be shallow enough that we can get diamond points at you. Which we can. So that's perfect. So now we can get rid of this line here. And now we have a successful little branch line that comes off in towards Stockport, which can service both cargo and non-cargo. Let's go ahead and get a little bridge on the go. So we'll do a let's do a bridge. Let's do a girder road bridge. And if we do the old road, small town old. We'll do a small town old bridge. Okay, let's bring you over here. Let's bring you down. Let's actually make you, let's see if we can do, so one span. Let's bring you around. Okay, that's quite a lot taller than we want it to be, actually. So let's go back to the girder design. And let's bring you down. Okay, so we can get this one a lot lower, which is actually going to be a lot better for us. The Ethington steel mill is going to be closing, so that's not necessarily ideal for us. So yeah, my options really are... Okay, let's just shrink in this as much as we can get away with. So if we do bridge length 20, that's going to be enough to get over this quite easily. But then if we do say... okay, let's take snapping off. Bring this around. Do 25, 30 question mark. So we'll take snapping off for a little second. There's a little bit of a hump in this. So I'm just trying to see how... So this is my first time really using this like precision tool. So if we bring you up a little bit, okay, that's nice and even. No street connection. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So let's place this one here. Okay, it's that's a little bit off center. I wish there was a move tool. I really do. So let's get rid of that. And let's place you. So we'll take you off again. Actually, I think we can go down to like 20, maybe. Make this a little bit more compact. Cool, so that looks pretty neat. It's the same height or thereabouts, so that definitely works for me. So now we can go into our streets. We can get a small town street. So the reason we're doing this as a small town street is just simply to allow for a little bit more directional flexibility. So let's bring you out and around to here. And then let's bring you out, around, and up. Maybe not then. Okay. Let's bring... No. God damn it. Let's bring you out to here-ish. And then... if you come out and around into here. Too much curvature. God fucking damn it. I feel like I'm gonna have to just baby this road. So if we do you into you and then you into you. Okay, looks a bit wacky, but it works. It works, it works, it works. I do want to try and make more use of like bridges and things, which is why I'm quite keen for this as wacky as it looks. I'm curious to see how the game handles this once this town starts expanding, but yeah. Because bridges are quite common in railway routes, and we just, you know, we've not really seen that much of them, I guess. Okay. Fine, so we've done this. I wonder then, so there's a little bit of fuel factory over here. I don't think yeah, I think I'm going to put a train down here, but not one coming the other way, so. Okay, let's work on connecting this street back up again. Nope, okay. Let's have you come straight out and round at a 150-degree angle. And then we'll just have you come down pretty straightish. Into about here. We'll have you at a horizontal connection here. And then we'll do a medium road connection, which will just bring those around into here. There we go. So now we have a junction that's going to lead us up and over here. We have a train station to service all of this. We can get rid of all of our placement tracks. Okay. Fine. What's the height difference here? I wonder actually if this is going to be shallow enough that I might actually be able to get a train track up it. We'll need to see. Definitely need to see. For just now, we're going to complete this railway line best that we can. So we'll bring the 75-mile-an-hour line up to here. Bring this one out to here. Let's go ahead and get the disused train tracks here. So disused train tracks here, let's go ahead and throw in some more vanillas. Actually, you know, Actually, in retrospect, I'm probably going to do the disused back all the way around, otherwise the curvature isn't actually going to work out as well as expected. So let's bring this shit all the way up to there. Sorted. Okay, back to vanilla. Ethington Steel Mill has been founded. Would you look at that? Would you all look at that, folks? Right, can I just get this straight to the end? I can, actually. That's pretty handy. Cool. So good news is we've been on fast forward for like a full year now, so we've earned enough money that I could actually repay my entire fucking loan. So let's go ahead and start deleting this disused track that we use as a placeholder. Try and keep the shape a little bit. So yeah, this is part of the design that I wanted to do a little bit more of, where instead of having these like these sweeping junctions that cut across every possible track, which do exist in real life, but also what exists in real life is this kind of like branch off and like climb over. You see it in quite a lot of urban environments, and it's quite a, you know, it's quite a good looking design. But yeah, one thing I wonder actually, can I use the terrain tool to smooth that out just a little bit? I mean, I can, but it doesn't. Okay, let's do flat actually. Or, no, let's do side. Okay, that actually looks a little bit better already, which is fine. Cool, 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 cool. Okay, so for me, what we definitely want here is a train station. Also, let's repair our loan, like all of it, because we still have 10 million to spare. There we go. Okay, so let's go to the train tracks and let's do buildings. Let's replace this. So we'll do this one here. Part of me wonders if I should make this 2 stations, like 2 platforms, because I have a feeling this is going to be quite a busy station. Yeah, okay. What we'll do though is, so let's do platforms. So, yeah, tracks. Sorry. So we'll do 50. So we'll get rid of the track that's here, and we'll do 50 kilometers an hour. So we'll try something a little bit exotic. We'll only have one through line for like passenger trains that are passing by, rather than like a bi-directional through line. And we'll see how this works. If I go to miscellaneous, and can I get... Oh, I guess we can just do like... I wonder if it's this that we need. Yeah, okay. What are the line speed of these? 75. Okay. I think what I want then, let's just extend. Oh no, because that's gonna affect the signaling, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Fine. Whatever. Fine. Okay, we can make this one work for sure. Cool. So this is potentially going to be quite interesting, actually. Okay, let's use 50 for a little bit. So we'll bring this around, and I kind of want this train track to skirt the outside of this. Ooh, too much slope. Well, maybe not, actually. I'll bring this one to here. There is not too much slope. There just isn't. There isn't. There really isn't. I wonder if we just keep this away from this then. Okay, let's go to the 80-mile-an-hour track then, and we do this to here. So this will keep us at 50 miles an hour, which actually isn't necessarily a bad thing. Too much fucking slope. I do not know how there is too much slope coming from this. So keep that one nice and straight. I'll bring this around a little bit. Oh, it's 1971. We're starting to unlock some more track. Let's just get rid of this. Yeah, okay, I suppose... I don't suppose we are going uphill quite steeply. There is a non-zero chance I might not actually be able to connect this into this station. Too much slope, there it is. Okay, let's go to here. try this one. See. Alright, can we just connect you straight into you? Let's try this. Can you force an incline? I can force it. I just want to avoid it where possible. Oh god, okay. Really fucking hard. But there's always going to be too much more slope. God dang. God dang. Okay. I mean, force it as if you're building small. But yeah. I mean, if I can force it for any section, I can force it for smaller sections, mono. Fine. So let's bring you to you. I hate how it says too much slope for this. I think it's yeah. Fine. Okay, let's just do. No. Let's get rid of you. So let's do you to you. Okay, so you're down the most you can go. Let's bring you into you. So you say you're too much slope. Ah, we can make it work. We'll build anyway. Fine. Okay, let's bring you out to you. And then you out to... Oh. Okay, you definitely aren't very happy with me. Okay, so you out to here. Fine. I kind of want to see this here. I think this is kind of going to be the part where it starts throwing a bit of a temper tantrum with me. Ooh, construction not possible. Too much slope, so this one we can do is build anyway. Okay. Fine, so that one works. This oil refinery over here. I wonder if we do just have a train that kind of cuts through Bromborough when we eventually get there. I think I want to probably put the train station here. Okay, I think we can definitely make that one work. Okay, so the main thing for now is getting these trains up to here. Now this might be a little bit tricky. So what we'll do then is we're going to, before we start connecting this up to this line, I'm going to get the train line over here. So we want to do the outskirts of this one. So we'll do a vanilla track. Once we unlock speed signals and things, we will just lower these down by quite a fair bit. Go there. That. Ooh, that doesn't want to go, does it? Build anyway. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay, let's bring you into here. And we'll bring you into here. Too much slope. I don't think there. Oh, there kind of is actually. Okay. Okay. Tell you what. Let's. This is gonna be a little bit more complicated than I done thunk. Let's just get rid of this. We're gonna go into the landscaping tool and we're just going to fucking flatten all of this so it's all at the exact same height. Okay, so we'll bring. Let's bring a temporary road across to here. Okay, so that'll go there. And so this area here shouldn't have a gradient to it. So we want this train track to be coming over here. God, the flashing fucking light is absolutely doing my titties in. Okay, let's bring you to you and you to... Oh. Ooh, okay, that's curved. Okay. Bring you across to you. And then you across to you. Fine. So we do want another one of these. That's going to count as one, which we don't want. We want this as two separate ones for the main line. So from you to here to here to here, that works quite well. Okay. Fine. So there's no undue undulation here, and actually this actually looks a lot better than it did before. Okay, fine. So we're happy with that. Fine. So now we need to connect these in the best way possible. Now I have a feeling you are not going to be a happy bunny. Oh no! You're not a cheap bunny, but you are a happy bunny. Okay, so that definitely works. So we can bring you up to here and you up to here, and then you up to here. So we're going to start expanding that one out just a little bit more, and then that works quite nicely. Okay. So I think we ideally want this transition point here to be where this all starts kicking off. So we'll do a bit of a two-way track, I think. Yeah, we'll do a two-way track. So let's throw in a disused track here. See, I quite like this because this is just like a lot of like quite challenging problem solving. So we'll keep you at 80. And so we'll throw you into here and throw you into here. So before we set you up in earnest, I think the one thing that is perhaps playing on my mind a little bit is how do I get you in? Okay. So yeah, you're really going for the height thing again. Okay, let's try just doing you in small segments. So you're gonna come to here. You're gonna come to here. I ideally want the junction to be here. Oh Jesus, yeah, okay, that's a hell of a lot of slope. Okay, this might not actually be as easy as I planned. Yeah, okay, that's way, way, way too fucking high. Yeah, okay, I might actually have to have this peel off. Probably a little bit closer to the junction down here. Let's just do this freehand then. Let's just delete all of this. We'll get some money back in the old bank account. So let's bring you up and over. Well, actually, I wonder then. I wonder if instead of bringing you over this way, we bring you over this way and give you like the best shot at this. So we'll bring you down as much as we can. And then... Ugh. Okay. Let's try it at 50 and... Yeah, okay, try this. We want to try and keep it as high speed as possible. I think we'll start bringing you back across then. 50 to here. No, okay, you're actually gonna need to come right across. Okay, I'm actually not gonna be able to eke out as much room as I hoped from this. So 50 to here. 50 to here. Actually, okay. Maybe I'm not gonna be able to keep this high speed at all. Maybe we just go down to 30 then. And see what we can't get away with numbers-wise. Because honestly, the more flexibility I have for getting this downhill, the better it's kind of going to be. So if I can keep the line small, but manage to keep... Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, I fucked this up again. If I can keep the line short... QQ, is your stream client... What? Is your stream client online but also saying no connection? No, my stream client is online. I am connected to Twitch. 0 drop frames. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, Steam. Oh, Steam client. I thought you said stream. Okay, sorry. Well, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday night, so this is Steam server update. But yeah, you're right. No connection to Steam server. But Tuesday night is the Steam update kind of time, so. Okay, this will give us a little bit more in the way of flexibility. Managed to eke out just a little bit more, and you can see now that we've shortened the train speed down, we're able to get this back down to level quite a lot easier, which actually I'm quite enjoying. Okay, seems to be a global issue then. Your Steam client says no connection and the DVD servers are dead. Dang. Oh, okay. Right. Okay, we might not be able to get down that fast. Okay, let's just get rid of this. Actually, I'm slightly aware of that being a little bit too close to the tracks. So, let's have you come out over here. Over here. Over here. Basically, whatever it's going to take us to be able to get down to the same level as this. I ideally want to do it before we get to the junction, but I'm not necessarily the most convinced that that is going to happen. Oh, I forgot. Okay. Okay. Do you know something? In retrospect, this might not have been the strat. Is there a better way of me getting the train here? I think there is, actually. Okay, let's undo all of this work. I think this way isn't going to work, and I think it's both not going to work, and I think it's going to be incredibly expensive to make work. So I think instead of bringing this around here, what we do is have yeah, the slope on this is probably going to be the sticking point. Yeah, okay. I think I do a bit of a thing here. So let's do a straight line connection to here. Now let's make sure that we can double slip all of these, because if we can't, it's going to be an issue.
I'm sorry. I'm usually far more composed. I'm just a little bit absolutely livid.
I am a little bit livid, Mono. Thank you. So, no dibbity for you then, I guess. If they're, if the servers are down. Okay, I think this is gonna work. I think this is definitely gonna work. So now we can bring this up more in a lot more of a meaningful way. And then we can bring this around just a little bit more to here. Boom. Okay, so what we want then is from this platform here, I think we're gonna do a bit of, well, we kinda want you to come over to here. And we'll do you at 30 miles an hour. And I want to assess to make sure we've not got any graphics bugs with this. We don't, so this is good. So now we can continue, okay. Now we can continue to bring you up. And around. So if we bring you to there, that looks pretty good. And if we just smooth you, nice and smooth. Okay, that works pretty well. And then from here, I think if we bring you out and around, here or here about. So again, that's all looking pretty nice, neat and ordered. And then we bring, ooh. Too much slope. Where can I connect you that's not going to be too much slope? Okay, change of plan. Let's try you into you. So let's try you to here, to here, to here. Ooh. Okay, this might be a bit trickier than we expected. Okay. Let's have this line diverge from here. We'll bring you up to there. And then we're just going to have this one come around. And yeah, we can see because of how much slope this has to go up. This actually might be a bit on the trickier side. I wonder actually, can we diverge this line earlier before it starts coming down the hill? Because if we can break this off here and have you come up. Okay, let's go to here. And if we bring you all the way around and do this, we can double slip this. Okay, so that is actually a lot better. Okay, okay. Can this be double slip? Okay, this one can't be double slip. That's actually ever so slightly annoying. So we have a cargo platform here. So we'll need to do a slow speed track, which will take us onto the. Actually, can you be double slip? Okay, yeah, you can be double slip. So actually, that's not really massively relevant for you. So this can all be double slip. Okay, this can work. This can definitely work. So we have a Stockport branch line, which I'll be honest, looks like a bit of a fucking circus. But yeah, okay, fine. So Stockport cargo goes here. Cool. So this is actually a nice, neat two-way track. And cargo can, so both passenger and cargo can go in both directions. So this isn't actually too bad. What I might do, I might actually get rid of this real quick. And I might bring another branch line. So we do this at 38 miles an hour. So what I might do, once we're here and we're not really doing much of cutting into the terrain, I might bring this around to here and then you into you. And the reason we do this is basically just to give ourselves a little bit of ooh, too much coverage. Okay, 50 meters from here into here. That seems to work. Okay, so get a set of diamond points there, so that definitely works. And then we'll basically do 50 from you into you. Fine. So now we can get a two-way junction here. So let's actually make this two-way. So we'll have this train stop here. And we'll make this one just a starter signal. So this is going to be a one-way signal. We'll bonk at the junction here. Nice. Okay. Fine. Okay. these are not going to be one way, but we'll just do these both as starter signals here. Which are actually slightly annoyingly offset. Let's get rid of that one. And try that again. Oh, I was going to say with 100% better placement, but actually we don't typically have that one. We'll leave no signals on this, because all things considered, I don't think we're actually going to be able to. We'll do starter signals here and here. And we'll probably end up doing some one-way signals here and here. So yeah, let's do the starter signals here and here. And actually, we'll probably want to do, okay, let's do a 30-mile-an-hour track. So we'll probably want to do a set of diamond points that come underneath this bridge. We'll do it at 45 meters and see how we go. Let's bring that one over to here, and then you up to here. So here we go, got a set of diamond points. And so this is all one way, these two lines here, because of the way that this works. So let's finish up fleshing out the signaling. Okay, so let's now make this one way, and you are going to be a stop semaphore signal. Actually, we're going to make you an overhead stop semaphore signal, because there is the option of left or right. Okay, so an overhead stop signal here. Let's do a little bit of signaling work. So we'll do the overhead, we'll do the right one, I guess. Which is, no, it's right 2 is what I need. Trying to work out where the sun is to work out if those are side by side with each other. Okay, they are not. So let's bring you back by one more. And then we'll get rid of this one. Fine. Okay. So now we can do a gantry that spans right by 2. And we can place that one here so that it looks the part. Fine. So now we have both platforms of this set up. I might configure. What I might do then is I might just get rid of this and this and make it disused track. Actually, that looks kind of okay. Yeah, okay, that definitely looks okay there, the way it is. Fine, okay, so that signaling set up, this signaling is set up, this signaling is set up, so that all looks quite good. What we'll do then is let's get a one-way semaphore signal that is basically going to stop us just shy of this little set of points here, and that dictates which one of these tracks that they go onto. We'll do a little bit of a stop signal here. Actually, we probably don't want you as a feather signal. Do use a home signal. And we'll probably do 2 overhead ones of these. One here, one here. And we'll pop these on a 3-wide gantry. Ooh. Oh. I don't know. Okay, there it is. Okay, that looks a little bit whack. Let's see if we can delete that one and replace it with something. Oh, that's kind of awkward. That is kind of awkward. Okay, let's configure you. Let's test the offset position. So if we do +2. Actually, do we not have... Hang on. Let me delete this signal. Again. For the umpteenth time. Do we not have an offset signal? We do. So if we do the offset, yeah, that's much better. That is much better. Okay, so that fits in nice and neatly. Now, cool. So I guess ahead of this, we'll probably end up doing a set of overheads. So we'll do overhead 1, and we'll just we'll try and stop us here, like quite a good bit before the yard. If we do this to here, oh no, hang on, we've done this one the wrong way. So if we do this one about, that's tricky. Okay, so we can get them actually nice and even. So let's get rid of this signal, and then we'll do a gantry right 3, which we can plonk this onto here with, and then we can grab a short signal in the left position, which will indicate if we are coming off on the branch line for either of these trains. So here we go. This is now actually looking. This is looking the part. This is looking the part. So this is all quite well sorted. We do need to focus on some signaling up here, so we'll probably do a little bit of a set of one-way signaling up here. And then we'll probably do some one-way signaling here. And we'll probably grab another set of signals just shy of the level crossing here. Just in case there is an issue with trains, level crossings and bridges are good ways of really breaking up the map for signaling without it seeming forced. And it just fits in because it means you're never going to be in a situation where like a train is stuck across a bridge or stuck across the tracks. So we've got that sorted. We've got this sorted. Okay. Fine. So this is all now done.
We could go easy on the team kills.
This bar.
Just saying.
Oh my god.
Are you fucking serious?
Where the fuck did they get there? What's happening?
Ow, what the fuck? You fucking bitch!
Oh, here he is. Ka-chow!
Get your dilly vegetables.
Strawberry isn't a vegetable, you fucking mortal!
Let's go! Come on! Yeah! Oh!
But I'm looking down to plant the bomb.
Yeah, but he could. Okay, okay. Just because you can't see it. Oh! You can say if you want to, you could fuck a hooker. Are we ready for the flesh?
Are you ready for Tony Hawk's Pro Flesh Tunnel?
Throttle down, throttle up.
You don't like okay, I'm
Oh! Fuck!
What does the army say?
Fuck.
Fuck.
fuck!
Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah. It's on you.
I literally can't move.
I'm spawned in the barrel of water.
You're really fast, and I am very good with ropes. That came out badly. Shut up.
We waited all this fucking time for you to download the game, and you fucking get yourself banned.
doesn't hit as hard as life does.
Jesus Christ, that was
Okay.
deep. Who hurt you?
Shit.
Say the word exterminate.
Just up, down there, right behind you, up the stairs. There we go. No, that's my character! Oh, I got it, I got it. Ah! Fuck! Fudge! Oh lord, he's right there! What? Stop the zombie apocalypse, I want to talk about paddle steamers. What are you doing, aircraft? Fuck, I'm dead. Not good, not good, not good.
Why is it a planter in the fucking hallway?
Well, because that's what I'm gonna do on my fucking plants, isn't it? Come cannon! Everyone fucking die!
But he talks more like this. No, wait, that's not right. Choity-toity-woities. That's.
There's a cooker! Oh lord! Oh yes! I shuriken the lights out of that!
Why have I been sent to prison?
Oh, holy fuck! That motherfucker just sank the bus.
Do you have any idea how many broken bones you have?
I'm a jellyfish.
Fuck! Fuck! Fucking dumbass.
God damn it!
Absolute fucking.
Why did that not go through?
Cause you suck. What the moon doing? Bitch, I can't be outnumbered. I don't know how to can.
That's a fucking threat.
Then beat them the balloon. Oh, I thought you were gonna hit us up with the Roger Roger in that voice.
Roger, Roger.
Speed sign. You... Fucking hard mode.
Ah, you bitch!
Ah, okay, that's no bueno. This is no bueno. This is very no bueno. Alright, let's just abandon.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Oh! Can we handbrake this with all the people inside? Oh, fuck yeah, we can. Fuck yeah.